In this session, we're going to show you how to help kids write an expository essay, going completely through the writing process from planning to publishing. So let's begin by locating the correct forms. We're going to go to our Forms menu. And in this case, we're looking for the tab that says Expository Writing. I'm going to click on that. And then we're looking for multi-paragraph, level 2-3. So I'm going to use a number notes plan here today. I'll open that up, and you may recognize this if you've listened to our section on paragraph writing. The students begin writing in the blue box, and in this case, instead of just having the ones, the big ideas, and the tell me mores as twos, in this particular plan, we've added threes because for an essay, the planning needs to be in greater detail since the piece of writing is going to be more complex. This is flexible if students want to add additional twos and threes to their planning. They just go to this box that says add blocks. They can come over here and add ones, twos, and threes as they need to when they're doing their planning. Now, to make things a little quicker here, I have a plan that's already complete. I'm going to go ahead and open that. And this is a plan for an essay on civil rights heroes. This is actually taken from our multi-paragraph module where it's published in our training materials. So in this particular plan, we have three big ideas. We're going to be writing about Rosa Parks, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and Thurgood Marshall. And notice that this plan is flexible. For Rosa Parks, we have 2 tell me mores, along with a few threes. For Dr. Martin Luther King, we have 4 twos and some threes. Anytime that you want to leave threes blank, that's perfectly fine. We have a paragraph on Thurgood Marshall, and then, of course, we have our conclusion. Now, in order to use this plan to write my draft, I'm going to shrink it down using my zoom button down here. And then I'm going to put it over here on the left side of my screen. And this way I can view it as I'm actually typing my draft. Now I need to open the planning multi-paragraph plan drafting form. I'll click on that. And that brings up a form that looks like this. And now I'm able to view these side by side. So we have our plan, and then we have the form to write our draft. Again, we can start typing right where the blue box is. I'm going to put in my title here, Heroes of the Civil Rights Movement, and then I'm ready to start my intro paragraph. Now, a reminder here for the students that in their introductory paragraph, they want to include some background sentences, at least one, maybe more than one. They want to include a topic sentence and then our preview sentence. And in our preview, we're going to be talking about our big ideas, Rosa Parks, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and Thurgood Marshall. Now I want to show you again, just because of time, what the actual essay would look like when it's opened up. And here we have it. And we can compare the plan to the draft. We've written actual sentences out here for our introductory paragraph and then each of our body paragraphs. And again, if you need to add additional body paragraphs, you can do that by simply going to the Add Blocks menu, and we come down right here, Add Paragraph to Essay. So that's available if kids are writing paragraphs with more than one. If they're writing essays with more than 3 body paragraphs, they can just add additional paragraphs. Now, once the essay is the way we want it to be, it's time to actually begin to publish it. So we're going to go here on our menu and go to Draft and Publish. And we're drafting and publishing an essay. So I'm going to click on that. And the first thing I want to do is look at it with colors. This enables me to make sure my organization is there and I have all the parts of the essay that I want to have. So here we go. We can look at our essay now. in paragraph form. We have our first body paragraph. I want to do some spacing here. I think I'm going to double space here between these paragraphs, which is part of my revising and editing. I can, of course, go to my menu for revising and editing, and I can spell check, I can grammar check. They think Thurgood's name is spelled wrong here, so that's underlined, but of course we know that that is not spelled incorrectly. I might decide I want to add my name and date to the paper, so I can go ahead and do that. I'll type my name in. I'll put down the date, which is today happens to be July the 8th, and it's 2009. So I'll add that to my paper. And now I'm ready to actually publish it in black and white. So again, I go to my menu, draft and publish. We're working on an essay, and now I want to publish the essay by changing it to black and white. And I end up with an essay. The students will like the fact that it's now a little bit longer. They'll think that's pretty good. And we're ready to print this off and turn it into our teacher.